Hey folks, welcome to the Avenir Center. Our game between Les Pionniers de Edmundston versus your Moncton Scorpions. Gonna get going here in a minute. I believe they will play the national anthem before they drop the puck.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's U14 hockey game between the visiting Northwest Pioneers and the Moncton Scorpions. If you can please all rise and wave over your hands, the play of our national anthem.
On the bench for the Scorpions today, we have head coach Brandon Bourgeois and assistant coach Jaden Jones. In goal for the Scorpions, Caleb Landry. And in goal for the Pioneers is Terrio. There we have it. Face off won by the Scorpions. And Pioneers have it in their zone. Cross ice pass. Pioneers skated in behind their net. Send that around. Picked off by Smith. Sends that in behind the net. The Pioneers get it to the line and out. Smith picks it up. He's got Terrio there with him. Terrio sends that into the Pioneer zone. They'll go for a change. Pioneers send that up. And that's going to be an icing call against the Pioneers. Face-off will be down to the right of Terrio. Sam LeBlanc in to take the face-off for the Scorpions. Scorpions have possession. Malley, he sends that around in behind the net. Too far for Gauvin to get to. Crow sends it back in behind the net. And the Pioneers will clear the zone. Skate it up through center ice. Logan Crow going back for it. He gets checked off the puck. Picked up by Sam LeBlanc. Malley has it in the corner. Malley circles in behind the net. Up through the neutral zone. Malley. Strong move with Malley. Lost the handle on the puck. Crow sends that into the corner. And the Pioneers get that all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call with 18:25 to go in the first period. Face off to the right of Terrio. That's won by the Scorpions. From his knees, Abal sends that into the corner. Sturgeon gets to it. Pioneers get it to the neutral zone. Abal fanned on it. Picks it up again, sends that over the red line. The Pioneers circling in their own zone. Pass to Desjardins. Sturgeon picks it up in the neutral zone. Sturgeon fires that in. That goes in behind the net. And they'll go for a change. Icing is the call with 17:34 to go in the first period. Pioneers take it off the half wall. Smith has it now. Tucker takes it over in his own zone. Pioneers have it in the corner. Smith gets to it in behind the net. Here comes Smith up to Terrio. Terrio over the line, takes a shot, that gets deflected, side of the net. And we have a whistle on the play. The net came off of the post, the peg. 16:53 to go in the first periods. No score. Ben Gauvin to take the face-off for the Scorpions. Pioneers control it. Send that around. Takes a funny bounce off the boards. Malley gets to it. Sam LeBlanc to Malley. And the Pioneers, number 10, gets it out of the zone. Logan Crow back for it. For the Scorps. Malley picks it up. Malley tries to clear the zone. And does. Pioneers send it right back into the Scorpion zone. McBain gets that over. Gauvin. And that's sent in by LeBlanc. Too far for Malley. And the goalie, Terrio, covers it up. 16:01 to go in the first. Still no score. Scorpions win that. And we split our own defense. Godet back for it. Here's the pass up to Leger. Leger gets it in over the line. He's got Sturgeon with him. Leger. He gets taken up against the boards. Sturgeon going after it. The battle along the boards. Roussel couldn't get to it. Puck came almost in front of the crease there. Sturgeon going for it in the corner. Leger. Roussel in on the forecheck. And the Pioneers get it around. They flip it out. And Leger picks it up in the neutral zone and fires it right back in. They'll go for a change. 15:02 to go in the first period. Still no score. And here come the Pioneers. There's a hit from Miguel LeBlanc. Miguel gets that up, tries for O'Connor. Too far for his stick. And the Pioneers skated in behind their own net. That's picked off. LeBlanc draws the penalty. And the Scorpions are going to go to the power play with 14:39 to go in the first period. Face off to the right of Terrio. That's won by the Scorpions. Robinson has it. Robinson. Shot by Terrio. Doesn't make it through. And is backhanded out by the Pioneers. Look out. Short-handed attempt. Here's a shot. Score. Pioneers score. Short-handed. They make it 1-0 here early in the first. I guess that penalty was a 4-minute penalty, so there's 3:39 to go in the Scorpions power play. Looking to get that one back, I'm sure. Terrio has it. Skates it in over the line. Terrio is looking for help. Sends that back to the blue line. McBain back to Terrio. Terrio cuts up the middle. Tries to get it through. And the Pioneers will send it along the boards. And out. McBain has it. Scorpions are looking to get something going here. McBain, he'll skate it in over the line. Gets it knocked off his stick. Picked up by Gauvin. Gauvin, he gets hit. And there's going to be a penalty on the play. That's going to give the Scorpions a 5-on-3. Five on three for another 45 seconds, and then the Scorpions. No, it's going to be a 5-on-3 for another two minutes. The shot towards the net. Gaudette gets that over. Here's a shot, doesn't make it through. Rebound, score. Scorpions get it. Power play goal. They even things up. Sam LeBlanc puts it in. We have a tie game. Still showing a 5-on-3 for a minute 42 seconds. Pioneers get that all the way down. Landry out to stop it. Gaudette picks it up in behind his net. Long pass to Sturgeon. Sturgeon to Gaudette over the line. Gaudette to Roussel. Scorpions are looking to set up. Back to Ebal at the blue line. Ebal over to Gaudette. Gaudette shoots it towards the net. Roussel tries to get it in behind the net. It's kept in by Ebal. Pass over to Gaudette. Gaudette with a shot that gets blocked, and the Pioneers send it all the way down the ice with 57 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. Ebal. Roussel drops that back. Here's a shot. Score! Another power play goal. Calix Leger finds the back of the net to make it 2-1 for the Scorpions. Back to 5-on-4. Scorpions still on the power play. Miguel LeBlanc skates it in over the line. He'll put on the brakes. He finds Tucker. Tucker to Smith. Smith will circle back. Back over to Tucker. To Smith again. Smith looking to shoot. Holds on to it. Over to Robinson. Robinson gets that into the corner. Here's a pass to Smith. Shot, doesn't get much on it. And Theriault will cover it up for the whistle. 11:34 to go in the first. And another 28 seconds left on the Scorpions power play. Pioneers send that all the way down. They'll kill some time. Landry out to stop it. Logan Crow picks it up in behind the net. Crow gets it to center ice. Miguel LeBlanc deflects that in. The Pioneers get to it with 5 seconds to go in the Scorpion power play. Miguel LeBlanc sends that in behind the net. O'Connor circles around, drops it to Crow. Crow with a shot. Theriault loves it down. Teams are back even strength with 10:58 to go in the first period. The Scorpions, with 2 quick goals, make it 2-1. Crow gets that over to McBain. Sends that up. Malley gets checked. Gauvin brings it in over the line. Gauvin back to Malley. Had his stick lifted, couldn't get the shot away, and the Pioneers turn around the other way. They skated in over the line. Pioneers still with control. And McBain picks it up in behind his net. He gets it picked off his stick. Pioneers get it back. Here's a shot. I guess it was a pass. Back to the blue line. Pioneers, Sear gets it across the ice. Pressure now by the Pioneers. Kroll finds it, and he'll clear the zone. Pioneers send it right back in. McBain picks it up. McBain, he finds Gauvin, center ice. Gauvin up along the boards. Over to Malley. Malley with a shot. Good pad save. Theriault. Loose puck there, and the Scorpions couldn't bank in the rebound. Pioneers get it all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing. No, icing waved off. Gaudette back for it. Gaudette going for a skate up along the boards. In over the blue line. Drops it back. Roussel. Roussel cuts towards the net. And Theriault finds it and covers it up for the whistle. 9:15 to go in the first period. Scorpions are up 2-1. Face-off won by the Pioneers. They send that around. Pass to center ice. Too far. And they fire that right back in. Picked up by Abel. Abel under pressure. Gets it stolen. And he clears the zone. And the Pioneers send it right back in. Landry out to stop it. Tucker over to Gaudette. Gaudette fires that hard against the boards. Sturgeon picks it up. Sturgeon. Godet gets to it. Ref telling them to move the puck. He passed up to Terrio. Sturgeon picks it up. Pioneers here in front. Good stick by Godet to break up that play. And he'll flip that up and out with 8:11 to go in the first period. Pioneers here right in front. Landry makes a save. A little bit of extracurricular activities after the whistle. With 8 minutes to go in the first period. Scorpions with a 2-1 lead. Face off to the right of Landry. That's won by the Pioneers. Here's a shot. Loose puck in front, and the whistle was blown with 7:52 to go in the first. Face off to the right of Landry. Terrio gets that to center ice. O'Connor in, and the puck gets flipped into the Pioneers bench. Face-off will come right into the Pioneer zone. To the right of Terrio. Smith in it to take the face-off for the Scorpions. O'Connor gets to it in the corner. And the Pioneers get it up along the boards. Kept in by Terrio. Sent in behind the net. Smith in on the forecheck. Puck goes all the way to Crow. Over to McBain. McBain tried to find Terrio. And the puck gets sent in. That was touched at center ice. No icing on the play. O'Connor steals it. O'Connor still with it. Tries to center it. And the Scorpions were on a change, so there was nobody there. Gets backhanded back in. And here come the Pioneers. Gill has it. Good stick by Sam LeBlanc to break up the play. Puck in over the line. LeBlanc picks it up. Pass across to Gauvin. Fanned on the shot. Shot by McBain. Goes in behind the net. Malley has it now. Malley still with it. Malley, he finds McBain over in the corner. McBain gets it to Gauvin. Logan Crow up the pinch. Loose puck on the side of the net, and the Pioneers will clear that all the way down for icing. With 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first period, Scorpions are up 2-1. Face off to the left of Terrio. And Godet has it at the blue line. He gets it up to Leger. Leger cuts in front. And the Pioneers get to it. Circle around behind their net. A long pass. Ebel going for it in his own zone. And that icing, I guess. With 6:49 to go in the first period. Face-off will be to the left of Terrio. Leger in to take the face-off for the Scorpions. Face-off won by the Scorpions. Godet gets it up to Sturgeon. Leger in behind the net. Tried to find Sturgeon in front. Here come the Pioneers the other way. Good stick there by Godet to break that up. He's got some open ice. He's going to go for it. Godet flips it in to the Pioneer zone. Roussel gets to it in the corner, and the Pioneers have control, and they'll get it out of the zone. Pioneers send that into the Scorpion zone. Landry out to stop it. Robinson picks it up. Pass to Leger. Be careful, that was almost picked off. Theriault gets to it. Miguel LeBlanc got upended around the blue line. Pioneers get it in over the line. And Robinson gets that up along the boards. Here's a loose puck in front. Couldn't get the shot away. Tucker gets it to Robinson. Robinson back to Tucker. Pass up. That'll get to the blue line and out. Pioneers will have to regroup. Miguel LeBlanc sends that in. That's going to be an icing call. With 4:25 to go in the first period, Scorpions holding on to the lead, 2-1. Malley gets it up over the line. The Pioneers get to it, and they'll clear the zone. Crow. Logan Crow sends that cross ice to Gauvin, a little too far for his stick. Gauvin gets to it, sends that back to Crow. Crow sends it across, but they're offside. They'll have to regroup. The Pioneers skated in over the line. They get the puck over to the corner. Pioneers in behind the net, centering pass. Kept in at the blue line. And we got a penalty on the play. Looks like the Pioneers are going to the power play with 3:31 to go in the first period. Pioneers are looking to tie things up at the end of the first. They have it at the blue line. Lots of traffic in front of the net. Blocker saved by Landry. And Roussel gets to it. Roussel in over the line. Roussel with a shot. Pad saved by Theriault. Short-handed attempt by the Scorpions. Gaudette has it. He'll fire that back in. With 1:34 remaining in the Pioneers' power play. Pioneers get it in over the line. They send that around. Gaudette's trying to get to it. Gets picked up. There's a hit by Sturgeon, and Gaudette sends that out to the neutral zone. Ebal sends that all the way down. With 56 seconds remaining in the Pioneers' power play. Pioneers get it in over the line. They're looking to set up. Good block there by Robinson to not allow the shot. Pioneers have it at the blue line. Here's a pass right through the crease. Pioneers couldn't get their stick on it. Another shot. Good pad save by Landry. Pioneers keep it alive. 16 seconds to go in the Pioneers' power play. 1:44 to go in the first period. Pioneers, here's a shot. Good save by Landry. Puck back to the blue line. Penalty's over. Malley's back on. And the Scorpions will clear that. Malley, he's got some open ice. Malley gets to it. No icing. He's in alone. Scorpions are on a change. Malley tries to find Sam LeBlanc. And the Pioneers send it back into the Scorpion zone. McBain back for it. McBain gets that up. Pioneers steal it. And Declan Smith takes over. Center ice. Smith over the line, gets it in the corner. 54 seconds to go in the first period. Logan Crow up for it. Crow. Theriault couldn't stop it. Smith gets that over to McBain. McBain will send that in to the Pioneer zone with 35 seconds to go in the first period. Theriault takes his man. O'Connor in. O'Connor digging for it. Puck hit a skate. Loose puck in front, and Theriault has enough of that. And he'll get the whistle with 23 seconds to go in the first period. Right off the face-off, the puck was shot towards the net, right through the crease. And the Pioneers have it in behind their net. 10 seconds to go in the first period. Ben Gauvin with the hit. Puck gets sent to the neutral zone, and that'll do it for the first period. The Scorpions are up by 1. We'll be back after the flood. Okay, we're back. Second period action from the Avenir Center. Malley has it. Malley, shot on net. Goes over to the corner. Malley has it. Malley tries to find Gauvin in front. Malley has it again. Sam LeBlanc. Sam gets it taken off his stick. Pass up. Ebal knocks it down with his hand. Sam LeBlanc. Godet with a shot that goes wide. Ebal stops it at the blue line, sends that back in around the net. Malley picks it up. Gauvin, there's a collision in behind the net. Malley. Gauvin gets taken down in behind the scene. Ebal battling for it. And the Pioneers get to it. And they clear the zone. That goes all the way down. It's going to be icing against the Pioneers with 18:55 to go in the second period. Scorpions with a 2-1 lead. Face-off will be to the left of Thériault. Calix Leger in to take the face-off for the Scorpions. Roussel takes his man over in the corner. He'll get to the puck first. Sturgeon digging for it. Roussel, shot towards the net. Gets deflected wide. Robinson sends that back up. Leger going for it in the corner. Pioneers get to it. Tucker sends that back towards the net. And the Pioneers clear it down the ice. No icing. Icing waved off. Robinson gets to it. Robinson, pass that up. Sturgeon. Robinson. He's going for a skate with it. Robinson goes wide. He's got Roussel in front. Shot right on Thériault with the save. With 18:02 to go in the second period. Smith taking the face-off for the Scorpions. Logan Crow. Pioneers have control in behind their net. O'Connor tries to get to it. And the Pioneers will skate it through the neutral zone. McBain picks it up in front of the net. And the puck will sneak out at the blue line. The Pioneers will have to retreat. Thériault has it in over the line. O'Connor was a step too fast on that one. They get called for the offside with 17:30 to go in the second period. Face-off won by the Pioneers. They get that in over the line. Pass across. Shot towards the net. Good defensive play there. Here's another shot that goes wide. Thériault can't get to it. And the puck gets sent all the way, kept in by the Pioneers, and then they take it right out, send it right back in. McBain gets that over to Smith. Smith tries for Thériault, a little too far for him. Smith picks it up again. Thériault has it in his feet, and the Pioneers skated in over the line. Shot, stick save by Landry. McBain gets that up to O'Connor. Pioneers. Shot that gets blocked in front. Loose puck. Puck gets cleared away. O'Connor over to Smith. Smith sends it in. That line will go for change. Malley tried to keep it in there. He'll circle around with it. Malley dumps that in. They'll go chase. Miguel LeBlanc gets to it. Backhands that to Malley. Centering pass. Nobody there. And Abel will have to go all the way back for it in his own zone. 15:46 to go in the second period. Abel. He'll carry that out of the zone. Abel in over the line. Here's a shot. Stick saved by Theriault. Puck got deflected in front for a second there. And the Pioneers skated out through the neutral zone. In over the line. They tried the centering pass. Hit a skate. Here's a shot that goes way high. Pioneers in behind the net. Abel sends that around. Here's a shot. Deflection in front. Tried to center it. The Pioneers still with control. Puck gets sent around. There's a penalty on the play. And that's going to send the Pioneers to the power play with 11:47 to go in the second period. Good pressure there by the Pioneers to draw the penalty. Sturgeon to take the face-off for the Scorpions. That's won by the Pioneers. Kept in at the blue line. Morrison has it. Morrison shot towards the net. That goes wide. Pioneers get that in behind the net. Morrison has it again. Here's a cross-ice pass. Open lane. Here's a shot that goes wide. Morrison again keeps it alive. Minute 25 to go in the Pioneers power play. Morrison with a shot. Saved by Landry. Loose puck. And it gets cleared by Sturgeon. Morrison again. 1:08 to go in the Scorpions penalty. And Landry sees a shot all the way. He'll cover it up for the whistle. With 13:52 to go in the second period. Showing a minute and 5 seconds left in the Pioneers power play. They control the face-off. Ben Gauvin gets to it, and he'll send that in to the Pioneer zone. McBain gets to it, and the Pioneers turn it around the other way. Pioneers get it in over the blue line. They control it in the corner. Pioneers looking to set something up here. Backhand. Hits the side of the net. And the puck gets cleared all the way down the ice by Crow with 16 seconds remaining in the Pioneers power play. Pioneers Pelkey gets it over into the corner. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Teams are back even strength. Abel back on the ice. Here's a puck. Shot by the Pioneers. Saved by Landry. With 12:39 remaining in the second period. Scorpions hanging on to the 2-1 lead. Battle along the boards. The Pioneers come up with it in the corner. They send that back to the blue line. Gets picked off by Smith. Smith skates it in over the blue line. He puts on the brakes. Pass to Theriault. Shot. Good save by Theriault. Loose puck, and it's cleared by the Pioneers. That's kept in by Robinson. Pioneers send it in behind their net. Robinson picks it up. Tries to find Theriault. It gets picked off. That'll be a hand pass with 11:53 to go. Pioneers control it off of the face-off. Sear. Abel sends it back into the Pioneer zone. They get it deep in behind the Scorpions bench. Sear makes a nice move. Here's a shot, blocker save, rebound. Big chance for the Pioneers to even things up here. Still with the pressure. Kept in at the blue line, shot towards the net. Sam LeBlanc tries to get to it, does. Cross ice pass, here's a shot that gets blocked in front. Morrison with it. Pass over to Lake with a shot, deflection, good save by Landry. And the Scorpions have enough. They send that all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing with 10:36 to go in the second period. Good pressure by the Pioneers to try and tie this game. And good job by Landry to keep the puck out of the net. Leger in to take the face-off for the Scorpions. Pioneers get to it. Sturgeon going for it. He'll backhand that out into the neutral zone. Roussel in on the forecheck. And the Pioneers not able to clear the zone. Leger gets that into the corner. Sturgeon gets to it, using the body. Back to Crow. Crow holds up on the shot, finally does, rebound. Deflection, score. That's going to be Leger's second of the game. Calix Leger with the deflection. No chance for Theriault on that one. Puts the Scorpions up 3-1. McBain has it in the neutral zone. He gets checked along the boards. Pioneers skated in over the line. Smith poked that away. Pioneers still with it. They circle around. Centering pass. And McBain will get to it. Shot in again by the Pioneers. Morrison sends that in around the net. Pioneers get to it first. Pass back to the blue line. Puck hops over his stick. There's a hit by McBain. Pass back to the blue line again. Good aggressive play by Theriault. Gets that out of the zone. Theriault. Here's a 3-on-1. O'Connor gets that over to Smith. Smith with a shot. Score! 3-on-1. Declan Smith puts it in the back of the net to give the Scorpions a 4-1 lead. Good play there by Theriault. Started at his own blue line. gets the puck out, muscles his way up into the zone. Terrio, O'Connor, and Smith finds the back of the net with 9:01 to go in the second period to give the Scorpions a 4-1 lead. Landry out to stop it. Robinson gets to it. Gets picked off by the Pioneers. Malley has it in the corner. Malley comes up with it. He gets set up. Malley under pressure. Comes up with it again. He'll send that into the Pioneer zone. Ben Gauvin on the forecheck. Pioneers get it out to the neutral zone. They send that in. That'll hit the back of the net. Robinson going for it. He gets that over to Tucker. Tucker. Pass. Here's a shot that gets blocked by Robinson. He tries to get it up the boards and out. That's kept in. A shot towards the net. That goes wide. Pioneers come up with it. Here's a shot blocked by Gauvin. Robinson gets it up the boards to Gauvin. Gauvin clears the zone, and it gets sent right back in to Godet. Robinson, sorry. And we get a whistle on the play. 7:35 to go in the second period. 4-1, Scorpions lead. Face off to the right of Landry. Ebal gets that up to Roussel. Roussel, nice pass to Sturgeon. Sturgeon in over the line. Roussel gets picked off by the Pioneers and sent around in behind their net. Pioneers up through the neutral zone. They send it in. That's going to be icing. With 7:11 to go in the second period. Face-off will come all the way down into the Pioneer zone. Godet has it at the blue line. Over to Leger. Sturgeon. Sturgeon, nice little move. He rolls off his man. Back to Leger. Leger right in front. Shot. Pad saved by Terrio. Sturgeon in behind the net. Roussel. Here's Leger right in front. And a good stick by the Pioneers to break that up. Leger still fighting for it. Roussel picks it up in behind the net. He's got Sturgeon right in front. Roussel gets that over to Ebal. Ebal to Roussel. Roussel with a shot through traffic. That goes wide. Godet, another shot. Hits Sturgeon's stick and goes in behind the net. And the Pioneers have had enough of that. And they send it all the way down the ice for icing with 6:20 to go in the second period. Scorpions with real good pressure here in the second period with a 4-1 lead. Pioneers send that all the way around to Pelly. McBain gets to it, sends it in towards the net. And the Pioneers will clear the zone, gets stopped by Crow at center ice, sent right back in. Terrio in on the forecheck. And the Pioneers skated out of their zone. Over the blue line, put on the brakes. Pioneers have it, and it gets stolen by Terrio. O'Connor, he gets knocked off the puck. Puck gets sent in behind the Pioneers' net. Smith will get to it first. Terrio sends that back around the net. They'll go for a change. 5:23 to go in the second period. Scorpions up 4-1. That pass gets picked off by Crow. McBain gets to it. McBain under pressure. He'll skate it right out into the neutral zone. Over the line with a shot. And Terrio saw it all the way. He gloves that down for a whistle with 5:02 to go in the second period. Tucker gets that up. Sam LeBlanc. Sam with a shot that goes wide. Robinson gets to it. Sam LeBlanc's got to be careful. Gets to it first. Tucker gets that up to Gauvin. Malley brings it in over the line offside. And the face-off will come out to the neutral zone with 4:42 to go in the second period. Face-off won by the Scorpions. Tucker sends that deep into the Pioneer zone. Malley takes his man. Pioneers get it out to the neutral zone. Robinson over to Tucker. Tucker, nice pass up to Sam LeBlanc. Sam, he cuts wide, back in towards the net. And the Pioneers will get to it. Clear the zone. Robinson sends that back out to the neutral zone. And the puck hits the player at the bench. He was in offside. Face-off will come out to the neutral zone with 4:04 to go in the second period. (4-1). Scorpions lead. Still lots of hockey game left. Sturgeon, he sends that into the Pioneer zone. Roussel gets to it in the corner. He gets knocked down. Pioneers send it around. That's kept in by Godet. Godet has it again. He'll flip that in behind the net. The Pioneers get to it first. Roussel now. Roussel, here's a shot, rings it off the post. Roussel has it again. Backhands it towards the net. And Terrio covers it up for the whistle. With 3:16 remaining in the second period. Still 4-1 for the Scorpions. Pioneers send that around. Godet pins his man against the boards. Smith gets to it. He'll backhand that in over the line. It's carried out by the Pioneers. Back to Godet. He flips it up. That goes into the Pioneers bench with 3:01 to go in the second. Pioneers off the face-off. They send that deep into the Scorpion zone. Crow gets back to it. Puck gets sent around to the corner. McBain gets to it. He sends that up to O'Connor. O'Connor gets it knocked off his stick. McBain gets to it. Good stick by Crow to break that up. That would have been a 2-on-0. And Scorpions are going to get called for icing with 2:32 to go in the second period. 4-1, Scorpions lead. Face-off will be to the left of Landry. Pioneers control it off the face-off. They get that into the corner. Sam LeBlanc gets to it. Pioneers have it at the blue line. Good stick there by Theriault. Miguel LeBlanc has it. Miguel, he loses the handle on the puck. The Pioneers with a shot that gets deflected up over the net. Gauvin in the corner. Sam LeBlanc. Pioneers have it. And McBain picks it up. He sends that over to Crow. Crow, he's got Miguel LeBlanc with him. Miguel takes it in over the line. Over to Crow. Backhand towards the net. That goes wide. Picked up by Malley. Malley still with it. Malley sends it right towards the net. Good pressure by the Scorpions. Tucker up the pinch, throws it into the corner. Robinson will get to it. Robinson flips that over. Sturgeon going after it. Ref telling him to move the puck. And the Pioneers come up with it. Pressure by Leger in behind the net. Robinson couldn't keep it in. He'll have to retreat. He sends that over to Tucker. Tucker up to Leger. Leger gets it in over the line. 47 seconds to go. Shot by Sturgeon that goes up over the net. Robinson with a shot. Pad saved by Theriault. Tucker, another shot. Gets deflected just wide. And the Pioneers get to it and they clear the zone. That's going to be icing. With 27 seconds to go in the second period. Good pressure by the Scorpions to keep the puck in the Pioneer zone. Leger in to take the face-off for the Scorps. Back to Sturgeon. Sturgeon tries to hit Robinson at the blue line. Robinson gets it out. Sturgeon now up through center ice to Leger. And the Pioneers turn it around the other way. They have 10 seconds to go. There's a hard hit by Sturgeon. Shot towards the net. And that'll do it for the second period. Sturgeon with the hit along the boards in the last couple of seconds. And the game stays 4-1 to start the third. We're going to get the Zamborghinis out on the ice and we'll be back after the flood. Okay, folks, here we go. Third period action from the Avenir Center. Scorpions are starting the third with a 4-1 lead over the Pioneers. Pioneers have it in behind their net. Puck is sticking to the ice here after the flood. It'll take a minute or two to freeze up. Pioneers clear the zone, and Gaudette backhands that right back in. Here's a loose puck. Sturgeon over, pass. Beautiful save by Theriault. Stretched the pad out to stop a 2-on-0 to keep his Pioneers in it. Sturgeon has it at the red line. He fires that in. Theriault out to stop it in behind his net. Kingston for the Pioneers backhands that out. And it gets sent back in. Theriault covers that up. Great save to start the third period by Theriault. Stretch out the pad on a 2-on-0. Remains 4-1 for the Scorpions. Face-off won by the Scorpions, shot by Smith. And Theriault gloves that down. 18:54 to go in the third. Morrison gets that around the boards. Flips that up. That's kept in. Here's a 2-on-1. Pass over to Theriault. Couldn't do anything with it. It was in his feet. And the Pioneers get it to center ice. Tucker is going to go back for it in his zone. And that's an icing with 18:29 to go in the third. Sam LeBlanc to take the face-off for the Scorpions. He wins that back. Crow sends that in around behind the net. Malley gets to it. Malley in the corner. Pass across. Sam LeBlanc. And the Pioneers will clear the zone. McBain goes for it. McBain has it in behind his net. He's being chased. The Pioneers get to it, send that in behind the net. Pass up to Gauvin. Gauvin, he's looking for Malley. Gets picked off by the Pioneers, sent back in. McBain missed his man. Sam LeBlanc pins his guy up against the boards. Battling behind the net. And the Scorpions come up with it, send it to the blue lines, kept in, shot back around. And Crow will get to it in the corner. Crow sends that around to McBain. Malley lifts the Pioneer stick. He gets to it. Malley at center ice gets it in over the line. Malley cuts in towards the net. Centering pass. Gauvin was right there. The Pioneers turn it around the other way. We get it in over the line. Here's a pass across. Shot. Good block by Gaudette. And Gaudette gets to it. Malley sends that all the way down. That's going to be icing. With 16:44 to go in the third period. Scorpions holding on to the 4-1 lead. Face-off will be to the left of Landry. That's won by the Pioneers. Shot towards the net, deflection in front. Landry finds it, covers it up for another face-off. Pioneers win that. And they couldn't keep it in at the blue line. It was all the way down into their zone. They get it to the neutral zone. In over the line. The puck's not moving very well on this ice. Sturgeon has it. Gets it knocked off his stick. Right in on goal. And Theriault blows it down. Gets the whistle. 16:08 to go in the third period. Looks like the Scorpions are getting called for something. Sturgeon's going to the box. That's going to put the Pioneers on the power play for 2 minutes or less. Face off back down in the Scorpion zone. Pioneers clear the zone themselves. They'll have to go back into their zone to pick it up. Shot right on net, saved by Theriault. Morrison has it for the Pioneers. Morrison goes around Smith, skates it in over the line, gets it knocked off his stick. Tucker fans on the shot, on the pass. Saved by Landry. Robinson in behind the net. Pioneers come up with it. Sent back to the blue line. Pioneers get it over into an open corner. Tucker gets to it. He sends that around. Pioneers keep it alive. O'Connor gets to it. He clears his own. Good stick by Paddy O'Connor. Murphy and Theriault slaps that down the ice. Malley going in to chase. Malley in shorthanded. 55 seconds to go in the Pioneers power play. Some good penalty killing there by Malley to tie up the puck. Theriault gets to it. Here's a shot towards the net. That goes in behind. 37 seconds to go in the Pioneers power play. Kingston for the Pioneers. Finds an open man. They skate it in over the line. There's a battle in the corner. Pioneers come up with it. Here's a pass over to Patterson. Here's a shot that hits somebody in front. And Malley will turn it around the other way. Malley, here's a 3-on-1 for the Scorpions. Malley, pass across, shot. That goes wide. And McBain sends that back in. Scorpions with a 3-on-1. Teams are back even strength. Long pass gets picked off by Crow. Pioneers get it in over the line. Pioneers in behind the net. I think that's Patterson. Nope, there's Patterson there, number 7. He flips that into the face-off dot. Pass across, hit the post. The battle in the corner. And Logan Crow comes up to it with it. Malley, good stick by Malley. He brings it in, right in front of the goalie. Score, Lucan Malley. Puts it in the back of the net. Make it 5-1. Chances at both ends here. The Pioneers almost made it 4-2. Hit the post. Puck turns around the other way, and the Scorpions find the back of the net to make it 5-1. 13:09 to go in the third period. Gauvin, right off the face-off, gets tripped up. No penalty on the play. Here come the Pioneers the other way. They get it in over the line. Sear fans on the pass. And that pass will sneak out and head right into the Pioneer zone. Number 14 for the Pioneers. Sear sends that in. Landry will stop it in behind the net. Godet picks it up. He's got lots of time. Godet, he finds Gauvin. Gauvin flips that up into the Pioneer zone. And the Pioneers send it all the way down. That's going to be icing. With 12:19 to go in the third period, 5-1 for the Scorpions. Miguel LeBlanc in to take the face-off for the Scorps. Pioneers win that back. They get it up along the boards. And they send that in and go chase. Gets picked up by Miguel LeBlanc. Skates it in through the neutral zone. He gets checked. And the Pioneers will clear the zone. They turn it around the other way. Pioneers get it in over the blue line. Here's a pass over to Patterson. Patterson with a shot through traffic. Landry found it. And there's going to be a Pioneers penalty on the play. Slashing call with 11:46 to go in the third period. The Scorpions will go to the power play. Scorpions get it knocked off their stick. O'Connor with it. O'Connor, he's got Theriault in front of the net. Pass back to Crow. Crow with a shot. Good glove save. Might have been going over the net. But regardless, Theriault gets the whistle. With 11:27 to go in the third. Scorpions on the power play. Face-off won by Theriault, shot by Smith. And the goaltender, Theriault, gloves it down for another whistle. 1:39 to go in the Scorpions power play. The Scorpions come up with it off the face-off. Crow steps in with a shot. That just goes wide. McBain stops it. Theriault, that skips by him at the blue line, and the Pioneers send it in. Landry outstop it. Here comes McBain. McBain, he gets knocked down, and Smith, you got to be careful with it. Smith over to Theriault. Theriault in over the line. Tries for O'Connor. Puck just goes wide of the net. Theriault with a wraparound goal to make it 6-1 for the Scorpions. Power play goal. With 10:43 to go in the third. Sam LeBlanc will take the face-off for the Scorpions. Ben Gauvin gets it in over the line. He gets knocked off the puck. The Pioneers send that out of their zone. That's going to be an icing call against the Pioneers with 10:23 to go in the third period. Scorpions off for the face-off. Tried a shot. That gets deflected. Pioneers have it. They send that up along the glass into the Scorpion zone. And there's going to be another icing on the play with 10:07 to go in the third. Face-off will be down to the right of Terrio in the Pioneer zone. Pioneers come up with it in their own zone. They get that up along the boards and out. Robinson. Pioneers, Morrison takes a shot that gets hit, gets blocked. Tucker has it. Tucker. He gets it to Miguel LeBlanc. LeBlanc in over the line. Robinson with a shot towards the net, saved by Terrio. And the Pioneers get it to blue lines, kept in, shot towards the net. And Morrison will send that into the Scorpion zone. Landry out to stop it in behind the net. Tucker over to Robinson. Robinson finds Terrio. Terrio cross-ice pass over to Roussel. And it gets picked off by the Pioneers. And they control it in their zone. Morrison. Pass up. They skate it in over the line. White gets it across. McBain gets to it. Here's a shot that goes wide. The Pioneers have it. A little bit of pressure in the Scorpion zone. Patterson. He sends that in, and that's cleared all the way down. That's going to be icing with 8:34 to go in the third period. 6-1, Scorpions lead. The Pioneers control it off the face-off. They shoot that towards the net. It's blocked in front. Here comes Smith. Smith flips that in. He'll go chase. Smith. Puck's in his feet. O'Connor's with him. O'Connor gets to it, and the Pioneers will find it. And they send that all the way down. That's going to be icing with 8:07 to go in the third. Pioneers win the face-off. They send that around. Malley gets to it. Malley digging for it. Shot by McBain goes right across into the opposite corner. Crow tries to find Sam LeBlanc. And the Pioneers will clear their zone. They send it in. Landry will stop it in behind his net. Pioneers player gets to it first. Sam LeBlanc, he finds the puck. Pioneers control it. Patterson, nice little move, gets it knocked off his stick, and Crow gets it up to Malley. Here's a 3-on-1, another one. Malley in over the line, he's got Gauvin with him. Malley shot it wide of the net. Sam LeBlanc in towards the goalie, and Terrio covers it up. There's been several odd man rushes here for the Scorpions in this game. 7:02 to go in the third. 6-1, Scorpion lead. Gradette has it. He shoots that in behind the net. Ebal will get to it first. He sends that in around. Picked up by the Scorpions. Sturgeon. Here's a shot that gets blocked by Patterson. And that's going to be icing against the Pioneers with 6:28 to go in the third. Face-off won by the Scorpions. Sturgeon sends that in behind the net. Roussel gets to it. Over to Sturgeon. And the Pioneers will skate it out of their zone. There, good hit there by Sturgeon. Leger gets to it. Gets it up to Roussel. Roussel in over the line, but they were offside. Leger was in first. 6:59 to go in the third period. Face-off will come outside of the Pioneer zone. Pioneers win the draw. They get it in over the line. Desjardins with a shot. Blocker saved by Landry. Robinson, he gets checked. Tucker backhands that around. Theriault will get to it. Theriault tries to find Smith. Loose puck. And it gets sent out. Shot right back in by the Pioneers. Tucker takes his man. Nice move by the Pioneers. Centering pass. Couldn't connect. Pass back to the blue line. Morrison sends that around on the backhand. And Smith will get to it. Sorry, Robinson. I keep confusing Robinson and Smith. One's 98, the other one's 88. Morrison, that puck came out, I think, at the blue line. Here comes Smith. Declan Smith takes a shot. They're due for a change, so they'll go off. The Pioneers, pass gets picked off by Crow. And the Pioneers send it into the Scorpion zone. Landry out to slow it down. Crow gets to it. Pass up to Gauvin. Gauvin for Sam LeBlanc. Malley takes that in over the line. Malley over to Sam LeBlanc. Logan Crow. Gauvin gets it up to Malley. Malley under pressure. Sends that back to the blue line. Crow over to McBain. They switch sides. McBain curls around. Malley has it with a shot. Hard shot that goes wide. Crow up to pinch. Gauvin gets that back. Sam LeBlanc. Malley with a slap shot that goes wide. Theriault might have got a piece of that. I'm not sure. And the puck gets sent all the way down for icing. Good pressure by the Scorpions late in the third with 3:49 to go. Holding on to the 6-1 lead. Leger in to take the face-off for the Scorps. He gets that back to Godet. Ebal to Godet. Shot goes wide. Pioneers have it. They send that up along the boards. Kept in by Godet. And the Pioneers clear it. Leger. Leger, he fires that in. That hits the glass, stays in play. And the Pioneers have it in their zone. They send that out to the neutral zone. Icing is waved off. Ebal sends that all the way around. Kept in by the Pioneers. Abel checks his man. Pioneers have it at the blue line. Here's a shot through traffic. Goes wide. Abel to Leger. Pioneers couldn't keep it in. Goes all the way down into their zone. The Scorpions are on a change. Here's a stretch pass up, and they backhand that in. Robinson going after it. Pioneers get to it first. 2:34 to go in the third period. Here's a pass up to Theriault. Theriault in over the line. Cuts in towards the net. Shot, score. Theriault with a nice shot from the hash marks to make it 7-1 for the Scorps. 2:22 remaining in the third period. Scorpions send that right back into the Pioneer zone. Theriault comes up with it, tries to find Smith, and the Pioneers will skate it out through the neutral zone, send that deep in behind the net. Landry out to stop it, careful, Pioneers player right there. Pioneers centering pass, Smith gets to it. Smith up to Theriault. Theriault skates it in over the line, tries for the shot, fans on it, gets picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor in behind the net, loses the puck, picked off by Sam LeBlanc. And the Pioneers will skate it out. They get it in over the line. Tried for Morrison, too far for his stick. Crow has it, gets it up to Ben Gauvin. Gauvin back to Crow. Stick save by Landry. Gauvin up to Malley. Malley's in over the line. Malley skates it in behind the net. Circles around. He's on the backhand. Gets that over to McBain. McBain keeps it alive. Sends it in behind the net. Last minute of play in the third period. And the Pioneers get it out to the neutral zone. Put on the brakes. Shot towards the net. That goes wide. LeBlanc gets it to Crow. Crow sends that around to Malley. Malley, he tries for Gauvin, a little too far for his stick. That's going to be icing. With 29 seconds to go in the third. Scorpions with a 7-1 lead. Pioneers have it in behind the net. 18 seconds to go. Centering pass. Good job by Sturgeon to break that up. And he'll clear the zone. Skates it in over the line. 5 seconds left. Cuts in towards the net. He gets tripped up by the net. And that'll do it. Scorpions take it with a score of 7-1. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Scorpions are back in action next weekend. I believe it's Saturday. Play against the Fredericton Caps at the York Arena. We'll see you there.